need bleach, antifreeze, and maybe household cleaners come to mind if you're asked to fire off household hazards. However, pet owners have a whole new list to grapple with when it comes to keeping their pets safe. Simple items in your house that may be toxic to your pet. So, joining us today is the Arizona Humane Society's President and CEO, Dr. Hansen. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me today, Ashley.
You're a veterinarian who specializes in toxicology, so we thought we'd bring you on the show today in honor of Poison Prevention Month. Go over a few items, and we have a crowd of pet owners joining us today to say whether the item is poisonous or not. Now, some of these items are and some of them aren't, so we'll find out how much they know.
All right.
Are you ready? First item is grapes and raisins that we have here. Let's get our pet owners situated. Do we think they're poisonous or not? Poisonous.
So our pet owners are correct.
Okay.
Raisins and grapes do cause poisoning in dogs in very small amounts. They can cause kidney failure.
Okay. What about avocados? We have avocados up next. Do our pet owners think they're poisonous or not poisonous?
So this one is a bit of a trick question. So the answer is no for dogs.
Oh,
but we do want to avoid avocados in birds and rodents, but it's avocados are not a problem in dogs.
Okay, so birds, no. On the birds, yes, it can have a...
Cannot.
And dogs and cats, it's all right if they get a little taste of it.
A little bit, yeah. We don't want to give them upset stomachs, but it's not really hazardous.
Okay. Our next item, chewing gum and breath mints for our pets. Chewing gum and breath mints. Poisonous or not, folks?
Yes. Okay, so chewing gum and breath mints that are sweetened with xylitol can be very poisonous to dogs. It causes a rapid drop in blood sugar and can cause liver failure. So we want to avoid any sweeteners with xylitol in dogs.
Okay, what about toothpaste? I mean, maybe your dog needs a little freshening up. Could you use human toothpaste for that?
We would prefer not, because the dog will swallow it. So there are plenty of very quality toothpaste that are made for dogs. So no human toothpaste with dogs.
Hopefully they come in beef flavors for our canine pals. Now this is interesting. So flea and tick treatment can you give a cat dog flea and tick treatment? Can you give a cat dog flea and tick treatment? Would that be poisonous or not?
So the answer is that yes, it's poisonous. It can be very serious. So if a dog product that says for dogs only is applied to a cat and it has permethrin in it, so permethrin is the ingredient we want to avoid, it can cause serious tremors and seizures in cats.
Okay.
We want to avoid it. We also want to avoid the use of those products on dogs that have cats that sleep with them or that might groom a dog.
Interesting.
So that they don't also get exposed.
Okay.
Very important, follow the labels.
Okay. What about vice versa? Cats. So always stick with whatever the brand, like if it's for cats, stick with cats. If it's for dogs, stick with dogs.
That way you can't go wrong.
Right. Last item we have is broccoli. Folks, do we think broccoli is poisonous or not poisonous? Dr. Hansen?
Excellent. Our crowd is correct. Broccoli is not poisonous, and maybe we should all eat a little more broccoli.
All right. I'm not sure my mastiff. I've tried giving him a few things of broccoli. If you asked him, he'd probably say it's poisonous because he will not eat broccoli no matter how hard I try. Dr. Hansen, give us some signs to look for in case our pets might have ingested something that we're not sure if they've been poisoned or not. What do we look for?
So common symptoms can be things such as vomiting and diarrhea. Muscle tremors and seizures are something else that we typically see, or lethargy, dogs just not feeling well.
And then, of course, the number, if you do suspect your animal has ingested something they shouldn't, of course, you want to call the Animal Poison Control Center right away. The number is right there on your screen. Perhaps jot it down, hang it on your refrigerator, just in case something happens. You have that on hand. Dr. Hansen, thanks so much for playing along with our game and being our guest on the show today.
Thank you for having me, Ashley.
All right, stay with us. We have our breed of the week, the Great Dane, and more.